Hey guys, my last video was about the CT side of Inferno. This video is going to be about the T side of Inferno, but they're very similar actually. Where the CT side of Inferno was about pushing up for control and for information, the T side of the video is about pushing up and denying information. So it's a really basic map tactically, but there's a lot of play that goes into it. Just like with the CT side, we're either going to go mid or we're going to go B at the beginning of the round. As for positions, say hello. As for positions, I will be going banana every round. And, is there anyone else? And Savage will be going, let's say mid every round. Other than that, everyone else will be kind of moving around based on what I call. So let's say I call B control. First person with the best spawn comes up here, throws a molly right there. And that is to prevent anyone from peeking the close, peeking here. If they peek car, we have to shoot them. That's how it works. What's nice about the new version of Inferno, where you couldn't do the old one, is you can spam through this box very, very effectively. Nades also work really well, because you can lodge them back here. Although that was true for the last version. A headshot through the box will do something like 70 damage, so a headshot through the box and then a regular shot will kill any CT. Just be careful for that. The reason we molly close instead of deep is that this an opper that peeks this can get away more easily, where an opper that peeks this is still probably going to die. Alright, so we molly the first thing, and then the guy with the first spawn gets up behind this broken wall and holds car. The second guy comes back here and throws that molly, which is kind of weird for most people, and I didn't know what the whole point of it was while I was watching demos, but every team throws it, and I found out that the reason is that you throw that so that an opper doesn't hide here and then take peeks. So if you throw that Molotov, then the opper can't help the sandbags player, because a lot of times the sandbags player, well, he won't have a let's say he's Savage and he's playing here. A lot of times this guy will be a distraction and the sandbags player can swing out and get kills, but if you molly this off, then he has to fall back and either hold this angle or hold more passive angle, or even just fall all the way back to the site. So that's why the second guy throws that Molotov. And then we come up, clear behind the car or behind the wall, and then come up, clear sandbags. Sometimes if they're hiding, it can be easier to see them if you jump, and then you don't get shot as quickly with the shotgun if you jump, because then you can strafe back. Just some small things. If they throw lots of nades, you just wait for the nades to fade, and then you flash over the wall like this. If you flash over like this, it won't blind you, because this wall will be, this archway would be in the way. So you can throw that, and then just re-molly this, just throw all the utility again. The point is to take banana control. If they rush you, then it's just going to be an all-out gunfight. If there's a gunfight early round at banana, if you have the numbers, take it, because if you kill both the banana players, the round's pretty much ours. And just because we take banana doesn't mean we're going to take B. The idea is to take up to this point. Don't get seen by an opper there. If they smoke this, that's probably ideal. If they smoke us off, it means that they're afraid we're going to push, and they're probably having someone rotate. That's ideal. At that point, as I said, I will be B every round. I will hide. I will just stay here, watch the smoke until we decide to hit and execute. Everyone else can rotate back, and you can either go mid if we have any mid control, or we can like go mexi and then hit apps, or we can go through T apps and hit apps. But there'll be a lot of rotating to and fro on T side Inferno. Let's see what else is going on. All right, let's talk about a mid control routine. Now, one nice thing about this Inferno is it's less, like, fewer CT oppers post up on T ramp. It's much more likely for an opper to hold this kind of an angle. They don't peek out like this because the spawn time is a little different compared to the old Inferno. So it's more likely they hold like this. Now, if we want to take mid control, there's two ways to do it. The first way is to flash over this wall and then swing. And that, let's see, was that flash good enough? This one's better if it's further to the right. And then you swing and you take the fight with the mid guy. If he's holding that angle with an op, he won't see the flash. He will be full blind, and you've got maybe 2 bullets before he escapes behind the wall. But the idea is once he escapes behind the wall, then we are free to work our stuff, to work our way up. And this what shall I say? The mid control requires a few more nades. It's good to throw a molly in there early round pretty often, in case an opper wants to push apps and peek alt mid. But the other smoke that probably, now when I'm thinking about it, it'll probably be Savage who throws this most of the time, is line yourself up with this bit of the shadow and look sort of at the windowsill. It also works right in the middle of the window, but somewhere on the right side of the window, and then like a third of the way up, and jump throw. And that'll land right here. What's good about that smoke is you pair it with just a generic left arch smoke, although be careful, sometimes they will boost over that. Left arch smoke, and then you flash over the wall. Boom, you get 3 guys coming up porch. Oops. You get 3 guys coming up porch. You check on the balcony. You check apartments, and you basically make sure there's no one at the porch, and there's no one at this angle. Now once this is called brackets control. This area, like this whole area here, is called brackets. I forget where, some people call it top mid. Just from watching Rank S and stuff, they call it brackets. Also streams, they will call this brackets. Once you get brackets control, it basically forces the CTs to play in sight. So once you've taken brackets control or B control, you'll have probably 2 Molotovs and 3 smokes left. And 3 smokes are enough to do a full B execute, do a full A execute. You can go, or you can take brackets control, and then you can like go B and then come back and take brackets control again. Granted, you'll only have 1 smoke left, but Inferno, if you can figure out exactly where the CTs are, you don't need as many smokes unless they're opping. 1 smoke that... No, I'll talk about executes in another video. But when we scrim Inferno, this is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about taking brackets, I'm going to talk about taking banana, and if the CTs are playing aggressively, just taking brackets or banana will win you 80% of the rounds. If the CTs are playing really passively, then that's when we're going to need some executes. But I want to establish this T default before I talk about any executes.